Hello, hello, gang, my spirited living community. You can see I'm in a different place this week. We're on vacation up in the Berkshire Mountains in Massachusetts. My intention was to be outside under the sun because we're really embracing sun energy today. However, it is now pouring rain. I would have been out there if it was just cloudy, which it's been all day, most of the day. But pouring rain was a little much to be outside. So what we are doing, this is Deborah Roth from Spirited Living, and I'm kind of doing a multifaceted Inner Goddess Team edition today because there are several different energies that just clearly wanted to be acknowledged and recognized and celebrated. The big one, which actually I just posted something on Instagram and Facebook about the blog that I just wrote, actually updated. I've written versions of it a couple times, starting with the Wellness Universe several years ago. But this blog that is very timely on talking about the Lion's Gate, which is on August 8th every year. It recognizes, it's a cosmic portal opening, this powerful opening in the skies where the star, which is the second brightest star in the solar system, our sun, Earth's sun being the first, but Sirius is rising at dawn, which it starts to do somewhere around July 26th each year, where you can apparently see it at dawn. Even if I had been inclined to get up at dawn this morning on vacation, it was too cloudy to have seen it, so I wouldn't have. But it's if you are in a place to do that, that starts to happen around July 26th and goes until like August 12th, with the peak time being August 8th. Now, the eighth month of the eighth month and the eighth day has particular resonance because every number, as you probably know, has some sort of symbolic meaning, some sort of magical meaning. And 8, among other things, is the number that represents balance and bringing harmony and alignment into your life. It's this infinity symbol, so it's a very powerful symbol to begin with. I've talked about the infinity wave. My wonderful friend Hope Fitzgerald, check her out, Infinity Wave, Hope Fitzgerald, has done lots of work around that symbol, that wave symbol. And so it's the 8th day of the 8th month. It's during the time of Leo, the Leo season, which started, it started around whatever it was, July 21st and goes until around August 20th, 21st. So, and that's presumably where the name Lion's Gate came from, because the symbol for Leo the lion is the Leo the lion. And we'll be celebrating that energy at my new moon circle coming up next week on the 16th. So lots of this 8 energy, the Leo energy, the sun, and all of these combined really also spoke to me to bring up, and I've highlighted her before, to bring up the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, who was another one of those solar goddesses. We did, I'm probably not getting the pronunciation right, even though I did her 2 weeks ago, who was the last solar goddess that I did here. But she was the Egyptian goddess. She was the lion-headed goddess. And here is an image of her. I'll give you an idea of what she looks like. Here's a statue of her. And you can see she is represented, that the orb over her head, and you can see it even more clearly here, is the sun, because she was considered powerful like the sun. And she's a fierce protector, a fierce defender. She encourages us because of her own background, her own mythology. I won't go too far into it, but her own mythology talks about her anger issues, to put it nicely. One of the first videos that I did about her was back in 2021 on one of her feast days in November, and I talk more about her mythology there, and I will include the link to that video in my YouTube description. But very briefly, she was created by Ra, who was who was very upset with humanity for not towing the line, and created this lion-headed goddess to strike fear in them so that they would worship him correctly again. She got a little too bloodthirsty, so he gave and started devouring all these humans who he wanted to worship him. So he gave her a mixture of beer and pomegranate, which she thought was blood. So she drank it down quickly, and then calmed her down. So the metaphor for that, the symbolism for that is, and I didn't bring any red this time. Sometimes I often like to dress in the colors that are symbolic of whatever the goddess is, or the energy of the day the festival that we're talking about. But the idea is that she is someone that you can invoke when you want to express your anger in powerful ways. I often, when I've led women's circles around giving ourselves permission, and as women, we're so often not allowed to be angry. We're called castrating bitches and worse. But how do we turn our righteous anger into powerful action? And Sekhmet is a great one to call on for that. So think about that as we as we move through this description of her. There was another video that I did even earlier, a very short one in the summer of 2020, that I shared 2 different chants that I had adapted, some of my favorite chants. I won't sing both of them here. I think I'll sing one of them as we're closing. But I do encourage you to, again, look at the YouTube description, and I will include the video for that so you can really get into how to celebrate this multifaceted energy that we're in the midst of right now. The fact that it's Leo, the fact that it is the Lion's Gate, that we're in the magical symbolism of the number 8, of 8/8, of 8/8. So I encourage you to think about ways that, ask yourself, how is it perhaps that you have not stepped into your full power, that you have let someone else control you? She's very much about encouraging us to step into fierce leadership. And you can wear red. You can, as I said, all I have is a lot of blues with me on this trip, apparently. But wear red. She is connected with the sun. At least I've got my little bit of sun in the painting behind me, and a little bit of yellow in the wall behind me. What else do I want to tell you about her? Oh, it's interesting because she also, Sekhmet was also considered the patron of healers and healing. So she is someone that you can call on for yourself or for others if you want to create healing energy for them. So think about her. Think about her when you need some extra willpower, some extra courage. And let's see, and get outside in the sun. Maybe not today. I'm sad that I can't be doing this under a sunny sky today, but maybe tomorrow. So think about, in this time that the Lion's Gate is open, how can you go arm in arm with Sekhmet through the Lion's Gate and discover your own fierce power, and how you can use that to make a difference, to make changes. 8 is also about making changes that bring you more into alignment and harmony. How can you embrace all of this powerful energy today to make a difference in your own life, your own family, your community, ultimately in the world? So I think, anything else I want to let you know? Yeah, I think those are the basics. There's a lot of energy today. Oh, and I didn't realize this, I think, in some of my other ones, that Sekhmet, it means, apparently, she who is powerful. So, and I know there are lots of similar themes for many of these goddesses that I bring up, because they're, some of them are about compassion. Some of them are about allowing us to step into our full power and actually the Lion's Gate is a really powerful time for manifesting. So in my blog on my website that I did for Lion's Gate, just go to my website. I suggest a bunch of different ways that you can release any self-limiting beliefs or negative mind patterns that have trapped you into owning your own leader, yourself as a leader, or your own strength and courage. And then how is it that once you've cleansed that, do a chakra cleansing, I suggest one there. How do you then manifest? What can you do to very clearly attract what it is that you want into that empty space? Now that you've, cleared out all the baggage that was holding you back, how can you walk arm in arm with Sekhmet through the Lion's Gate to manifest what you want? So I'm going to share with you, and I sing it more, I'm not going to sing both of them, a chant that I've done many times, but slightly changing the words so that it acknowledges Sirius, this brilliant second to the sun, to our sun star in the sky. And Sirius, oh wait a minute, Sirius was also symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and creative power. And they considered it to be the spiritual sun and believed that its light showed a path to heaven. So, not that we're going to ascend to heaven anytime soon, but the idea is that as our sun, as our earthly sun, sustains our physical body, Sirius is one of those powerful cosmic bodies that sustains our spiritual selves. So here is one way to do it, to invoke Sirius. Okay. Rise up, O Sirius, by thy light glowing, bring to us harmony, abundance, and joy. Rise up, O Sirius, by thy light glowing, bring to us harmony, abundance, and joy. Rise up, O Sirius, by thy light glowing, bring to us harmony, abundance, and joy. So, you have a few more days to really walk through this Lion's Gate, this portal with Sekhmet, and take a look at my blog for some other ideas about that. And I'd love to hear if you generated this energy and how you've upgraded your sense of leadership and courage through this very powerful energy that we're in this day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week, I think. Bye for now. Namaste.